Hallo meine Lieben und willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Folge von Genshin Impact. Wir müssen jetzt nach Gandhara zurückkehren und ja, wir schauen mal, wie es Collei jetzt gehen wird. Würde ich mal glatt behaupten. So, let's go.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
Hey, ich bin auch
The
da.
withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry.
Ja, ich habe geholfen.
Wait, is that?
Ja? Wer ist das?
Oh no, Hypatia!
Hä?
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
Da steht, hi. Willst du mich heiraten?
So what's it
Ja,
say?
nein, vielleicht.
What's with that weird expression
Ich mag
on your face?
Toastbrot.
Just let Paimon read it. All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
Okay, dann lass uns mal
You
loslegen.
mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Weil du intelligent bist.
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her, well, I'd prefer not
Ach
to
so,
remember.
sie kann wahrscheinlich nicht mehr
Needless to say,
schreiben, weil sie so
Hypatia's
schwach
been
ist,
through
oder
worse,
wie?
but
Und dann
we should
gibt's nur
still
noch
get to her as
Linien.
quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon,
Ja klar,
Traveler,
kriegen wir hin.
could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Es hat einen sehr frischen Duft. Ich fühle mich nicht unwohl. Okay.
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that he'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Back when we were clearing the withering zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the dendro element.
Aha,
I
okay.
knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw when you were unconscious?
Was ich gesehen habe, waren gar keine Halluzinationen, oder? Ja gut, das wussten wir ja schon. Das hat ja Anjo, ja, den Verdacht hatte Anjo ja schon.
That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you.
Was?
Because what you saw is of
Geh auf deine
significant
Knie!
importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Tevat. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Ruka Devata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was a part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
Was genau habe ich denn vorhin gesehen?
When you passed out, your
mein Gott, der Hund
consciousness
im
had
Hintergrund.
connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of spirit borneal
Ja, dann
are
lass uns
aimed
mal
at
los,
establishing
ne?
a connection with Irminsul, just
Wenn sie
as
da
you
kurz
did.
davor ist, vom Fleisch zu fallen, sollten wir mal
That
langsam
sounds
los.
nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training.
Ah ja.
During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
Ja, kein Ding. Okay, ich warte. Piep, 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 piep. Ja? Ja? Ah ja, da bist du ja wieder.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Alles klar.
Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her.
Ja, warte mal, kommst du
Just
jetzt
show
doch
it to
nicht
her,
mit? Hä?
and she'll
Warte mal,
answer
ich
any
muss mir mal das
questions you may
hinsetzen. Ja.
have.
So. Ich danke dir.
No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Ja, gern geschehen. Aha. Okay, geh und hilf Hypatia. Oder wie auch immer sie sich gerne nennen möchte. Wir kommen schon zu deiner Rettung.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Ja, alles klar, ne? Gehen wir mal glüpscheln. Jo, geht's dir gut, Girl?
Hello? Hypatia?
Ach, die ist ja gar nicht da.
Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Okay. Klack. Was ist das für ein Geräusch? Es scheint aus der Höhle zu kommen. Ja, was ist das für ein Geräusch? Ja. Da sehe ich was glänzen. Ach, da ist sie ja. Es ist Hypatia. Wie geht es ihr? Ja, gehen wir... Oh mein Gott! Hi! Oh! Nein, bleib hier! Okay. Es ist schwarz. Immer noch. Ja, jetzt wird's langsam. Okay. Jetzt hatte ich ein bisschen Angst.
There you are. Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry.
Oh. Alles klar.
Need water.
Sie scheint vor Hunger ohnmächtig geworden zu sein. Sie scheint mehr Energie zu haben als gedacht. Wir nehmen das zweite.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first.
Ja, kein Ding. Hier ist ja Gott sei Dank sehr viel Wasser.
Huh? Wait. Why does it look super foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around.
Durchquere den Nebel. Wo sind wir denn jetzt gelandet?
Huh? How things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we?
Paimon, beruhig dich. Es gibt dafür bestimmt einen besonderen Grund.
Really? Oh, maybe you're right.
Ja,
Let's go investigate the area.
ganz genau. Wir gucken erstmal, ob keiner guckt, ne? So. Geh weiter und durch die Baumhöhle. Na. Oh, ich liebe diese Gegend. Die sieht so hübsch aus. Die Waldgegend ist einfach unglaublich toll.
Wow, this place is huge.
Ich überlege gerade, lassen die Beute fallen?
Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Lassen die Beute fallen? Wenn ja, dann darf ich Jongling und Fische nicht benutzen. Lassen die was fallen?
This is order.
Denn ich brauche die richtige Beute. Okay, sieht nicht so aus. Schade. In Sumerosphären sind manchmal diese Hüpfpilze anzutreffen. Aus unerklärten und wohl sehr faszinierenden Gründen gehören diese Pilze jedoch nicht zu den Trilakshana-Kreaturen. Alles klar. Warte. So. Dann schauen wir doch mal hier. Oh, wow. Untersuche den schlichten Raum. Ja, sieht sehr schön aus. Ja, ja. Ach so. Den Raum meint ihr.
What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Ja, keine Ahnung, Paimon. Wir müssen erstmal gucken. Sind wir wieder in... Oh. Sieht aus, als wären wir wieder in Inazuma. Da kommen wir auch gerade her. Oh, wow. Ja, sehr schön. Ja, finde weiter einen Weg zum oberen Teil der Baumhöhle. Ja, da kriegen wir auch hin. So, wo sind wir denn jetzt wieder gelandet?
Keep up.
Der Urbärenstein in der Sphäre. Manchmal sind Urbärenstein und der Pfad, den diese Bernsteine versiegelt haben, in den Sphären, um Sumeru zu treffen. Sammle 3 Urbärensteine in diesen Sphären, um den entsprechenden Pfad zu öffnen. Okay. Hallo! Ho, ho! Oh, oh! Oh Gott. Ja, läuft doch wie am Schnürchen hier, ne? So. Hello. Ich bin hier, um irgendwas zu stehlen. Oh, wow. Okay. Guten Tag, ihr Lieben. Leider muss ich euch den Bill versehen. Ihr kriegt auch die volle Ladung ab, weil ich nämlich Bock habe.
I hear everything.
Na los. Oh, noch mehr?
You're toast!
Enshroud.
So, hier, nimm das, nimm das und das und das.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Order guide you.
Oh! Oh, der hat ja das Ding richtig abbekommen. Habt ihr das gesehen? Hier? Oh! I believe I can fly. Oh Gott, wo geht's denn hin? Sehr interessant. Düsen wir hier jetzt rein in die Knospe? Ja, sieht so aus. Oh. Ein Urbärenstein. Oh, kriege ich gerade irgendwas ab? Nee. So. Okay. Ich brauche 3 und nicht 2, ne? Nummer 1, Nummer 2 und wo ist jetzt Nummer... Ah, okay. Alles klar, ich habe gar nichts gesagt. Aktivieren. Hallo. Polize. Gebt mir alles, was ihr habt. Oh, wir sind wieder hier. Ist irgendwo eine Truhe? Nein.
What in Tibet is going on here?
Ja, Paimon.
Getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
Hä? Keine Ahnung. Eigentlich ist alles supi. Ach so, wartet. Das muss doch wieder... Tatsching! Untersuche den Korridor der anderen Seite. Welchen? Okay. Und einmal nach oben, bitte. Sehr freundlich. Was wird uns hier erwarten? Aha, Spinnenbeben. Ja, das ist nicht so schön, ne? Sollten wir mal putzen. Geht zur oberen Plattform. Ja. Okay. Truhe? Nein? Schade. Oh, da. Ja, da. Oh, wow. Hello.
Well. Looks like we meet again, traveler.
Bleib locker, Kumpel.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't
Geht dich mal gar nichts an, sagt er einfach.
Ja, okay. Dann vermöbel ich dich erst und dann musst du mir sagen, was los ist. Okay? Mitwisser des Omens. Aha. Hier, spüre meine Pfeile.
I hear everything.
Ja, da guckst du, ne? Oh, wow.
One with the forest. So.
Hä?
Keep up.
Sag mal, kriegt er keinen Schaden gerade?
Shadow Raven, let night fall. Nice and spicy.
Leute, er kriegt keinen Schaden. What?
All up.
Oh, okay, ich habe nichts gesagt. Alles klar.
Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. We faced others like him before. What's wrong this time?
Traveler,
Ja?
though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you
Habt ihr mal seinen Oberkörper gesehen? Das sieht so unnatürlich aus. Dies wird nicht mein Ende sein. Ich werde meine Schwester finden. Wir nehmen das zweite. Ja, ich weiß, dass du für sie arbeitest. Trotzdem will ich sie wieder zurück. Nein, hat sie gar nicht. Los, verhau ihn. Der labert Dünnes. Oh, warum, hä? Muss ich jetzt nochmal gegen ihn kämpfen? Oh, nein, wir sind zurück. Wir sind zurück. Seltsam, was ist gerade passiert? Einen Moment lang war es wie ein Traum. Aber ich kann mich nicht mehr daran erinnern, worum es ging.
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
Ah, so sweet.
Danke.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that?
Ich muss wohl in Gedanken versunken sein. Ich bin erschrocken, Hypatia so zu sehen. Wir nehmen das erste.
Are you okay? That's really not like you.
Ja, ich weiß auch nicht, was los ist.
Later. We better make sure she's all right first.
Okay. Let's go. Jo, geht's dir gut? Aber guck mal, du hast doch hier was zu essen. Ja, genau.
We can put that to good use.
Ihr gebt der halbbewussten Hypatia Wasser und Saft zu trinken und nach einer Weile geht's ihr wieder richtig gut.
Who is there? Tainari, is that
Nee,
you?
wir sind's. Die coolen Bros. Hi.
Huh?
Was geht?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
Ihr gebt den Brief von Tainari an Hypatia weiter. Ja, wir sind voll die Netten. Hallo?
I see.
Ah, ja.
So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you.
War doch kein
I'm grateful
Ärger.
that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this
Das war
food.
Schnitt.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived.
Aha.
We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All of the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Ist es ein kleines, rundes Wesen? War es dieses seltsame Geschöpf, was wie ein Weißkohl aussah? Wir nehmen das erste.
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Yes! Du erzählst Paimon und Hypatia, was passiert ist, als du die Höhle betratst.
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro-Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul.
Okay.
Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh, der hat da Angst gekriegt.
And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have expected them to save me.
Das ist wirklich ein faszinierendes Lebewesen. Das ist wirklich ein guter Nachbar. Wir nehmen die zweite
no
Wahl.
doubt about that. By the way, Tighnari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul.
Jo, hat er auch nur 3 Striche gemacht? Okay, du hast erst Hunger, alles klar. Wundersame Stimme.
Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too.
Ja. Oh, ich hab grad gedrückt, entschuldigt.
Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie
Yeah,
soup. You'll
let's
love them,
go.
Hypatia. There are specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tighnari came to
Sie
visit.
kann Bauch reden. Okay, bereite Essen am Lagerfeuer zu. Welches Lagerfeuer? Warte mal, ich will das hier haben. Okay, kann ich nicht haben. Dann gib mir das hier, was auch immer das ist. Okay. Wo müssen wir hin? Wir müssen raus. Raus! Essen zubereiten. Moment, wir brauchen erst Feuer.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Danke. Essen zubereiten. Ihr bereitet das Essen über dem Lagerfeuer zu.
All done. Let's use the empty box that
einfach mal
Tighnari
alles
gave us
brennt.
since we already watched it. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch too. Let's go serve this up and start eating with
Alles klar, wir haben sie aber gerade ausgeräuchert. So, let's go. Vom Reisenden zubereitetes Essen. Yes. Hier, bitteschön.
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
Bitteschön. Oh, das sieht aber wirklich sehr lecker aus. Yum, yum. Ihr genießt die Mahlzeit mit Hypatia. Nach dem Essen erzählst du ihr von deinem Erlebnis, als du mit Irse 0 verbunden warst.
It's still hard to believe you were able to connect
Ich hab's, glaube ich, falsch
with
gesagt.
Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spend their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make spirit-born ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
Ich glaube, ich verstehe. Ich verstehe gar nichts. Nein, wir verstehen jetzt. Du bist richtig schlau.
Anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in the first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Natürlich.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was he sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to his body's unique constitution.
Natürlich
Stimulated
bin
by
ich
the incense,
besonders.
he could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experienced a sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of spirit-born ale would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though, it appears you've already fully
Ja,
recovered.
alles wieder supi.
Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon. But unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of spirit-born ale should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
Mhm.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could
Ach,
connect with
komm.
Irminsul at will.
Whoa.
Also ich hätte
You're
keine
really
Lust, jeden Tag
serious about this
Kopfschmerzen
whole
oder
thing,
so
aren't
zu
you?
haben.
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and
Also eigentlich
abilities
redet ja nur
will
sie, ne?
only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa. So knowledge from Irminsul could be super dangerous. Don't you ever feel afraid of the risk, Hypatia?
Of course I do.
Hey, Paige
Especially during nights
heißt
that
sie.
are pitch black with no
100-mal
moonlight.
falsch wieder
And dead
genannt.
silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Oh. Is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru.
Nur die Kinder.
Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Das erinnert mich an den Traum, den ich gesehen habe. Dieser Traum war wirklich völlig durcheinander. Wir machen das erst.
Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the God of Wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again.
Oh, das ist so
But then,
traurig.
On the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be. But I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City.
Wir werden unseren Mund halten. It's okay.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things he saw when he connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me.
Vielen Dank, Hypatia. Ich wünsche dir auf deinem Weg zu dir selbst viel Erfolg.
There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Nach einer langen Unterhaltung mit Hypatia verbringt ihr die Nacht in der Höhle.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville. It's time to carry out the plan! Let's go find Gamin. Hope everything goes well.
Hi Sarina, ich lese es mir nachher richtig durch, okay? Ich antworte dir dann. Aber ich liebe Chichi, wie sie da rumliegt. Liebe Grüße an dich, meine Liebe. So. Dann wollen wir doch mal zurück nach Gandhava. Und schauen, ob keiner schaut. Wie immer, ne? Okay. Ich denke mal, du wirst deine Nahida gekriegt haben, ne? Wenn da steht, habe so viel Glück. So viel Glück ist mir nicht geheuer. Hast du sie auf C1 oder so bekommen? Ich lese mir das nachher durch.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam.
Ja,
Let's at least listen to
genau.
Tainari's
Okay, jetzt hat sich jetzt
reason for
angehört wie so ein-
declining. We're
so eine
here to invite
Ziege.
him to the academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all.
Okay.
So now
Ich setze
I've
mich mal
come
kurz
here
anders
in
hin,
his
Leute, nicht
stead.
wundern.
I see. Well, I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And, how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that, despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
Hey.
So be it. Come,
Es ist seine
Gulam, we're
Entscheidung.
leaving.
Ja, Ja, guck nicht so. Wow, der eine hat aber eben böse geguckt. Habt ihr das gesehen?
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
Alles
It was
supi.
quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry
Jetzt
here
wollen
longer.
wir!
I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
Ja.
That's right. We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Okay.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. Oh, how about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information.
Okay.
Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh? What is it?
Ja, was ist
It's
denn das,
called an
ne?
Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this item is the very basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Okay.
Next up, Sumeru City!
Let's go!
Oh, but wait, before that...
Werden wir uns noch vom Kollei verabschieden.
That's right! Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing.
Alles klar,
She knew you two would be
Dankeschön.
leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Oh, ja,
Thanks, Tainari.
süß.
All right, let's go!
Let's go!
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
Dankeschön. Aber zum Glück nehme ich dich mit, denn tadadada!
Keep up.
Hier unten ist irgendwo... Wo denn? Naja, mache ich später. Hey, Kollei!
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Ja,
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Kollei, pass gut auf dich auf. Kollei, wir kommen wieder. Wir kommen wieder!
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest
Ja,
here. And,
alles gut.
I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you
Nein,
to
du
treat
musst
me
das
as a
nicht
normal
jedem
friend,
erzählen.
not some girl that needs your sympathy.
Ah,
But I
ja,
guess now
okay,
I
okay.
understand that the most
Ich kann's
important thing is for
verstehen.
friends
Ich
to be
kann's
genuine
verstehen.
with
Ich
one
möchte auch immer
another.
kein Mitleid haben
There's
wegen
no
meiner
need to
Schmerzen.
apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us
Es
enough
ist halt,
to
wie
be
es
your
ist,
friends
ne?
and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I
Ja!
told you that I'd give you a copy,
Rezepte!
remember?
Ich liebe
My
Rezepte.
handwriting is a little, messy, so
Ist okay,
please don't
nicht
laugh.
schlimm.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in
Na, aber
Gandharville.
hallo, ganz
Well
sicher.
then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharville again.
Machen
The
wir.
Rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
Okay. Auf Wiedersehen, Kollei. Auf den Spuren der Göttin der Weisheit. Gehe nach Sumeru. Yes, endlich. Endlich kann ich da reingehen. Ich hatte nämlich Angst, dass ich irgendwas trigger, wenn ich da reinlaufe. Also bin ich immer außen rum gelaufen oder außen rum lang geklettert. Aber jetzt können wir endlich richtig reingehen. Oh, let's go! Woo! Oh, und ich liebe die Musik.
We finally made it. Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use
Vor allem Akasha-Kontrollgerät, ne? Das kann ja schon nichts werden.
I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru.
Ja, ja.
However, this policy
Ich habe
was
so viele
recently
Dystopien
changed.
gelesen.
Now all
Das kann
travelers
nichts
are issued
werden.
one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
Danke.
It kind of looks like a leaf.
Ja.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let's give it a try.
Okay.
May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Möge die Göttin mir gewähren, ihrer weisen Stimme zu lauschen. Oh. Wow.
Whoa. Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing.
Ey, man kriegt einfach alle Informationen, ne?
Concentrate on what we want to know, and bam, you get it. Oh, that'll come in real handy.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Thank you.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let Paimon try. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Seems pretty similar to what Kali was telling us. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Paimon doesn't sense anything.
Bei mir ist es genauso, Paimon.
The Akasha didn't respond to Paimon's question. Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it. Ugh, Paimon's brain is exhausted.
Ich versuche etwas anderes zu fragen. Vielleicht kann ich über einen Umweg auf die Antwort stoßen.
Oh, smart idea.
Ja, toll, ich bin ja
What are
richtig
you going to
schlau.
ask it?
Über warum Akasha die Frage nicht beantwortet hat, nachdenken. Über die niederen Herren Kusanali nachdenken. Über die höhere Herrin Rukkhadevata nachdenken. Machen wir mal das erste. Es entsteht ein vages Gefühl, dass Akasha nicht bedingungslos auf jede Anfrage antwortet. Und selbst wenn die gleiche Frage gestellt wird, entspricht das erhaltene Wissen von Akasha... Oh mein Gott, ich habe vergessen, hier oben das auszumachen.
Outlanders, and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to this sort of question or something.
Über die niedere Herrin Kusanali nachdenken. Einige neue Erkenntnisse kommen auf. Insgesamt deuten sie aber nicht auf viel mehr als das, was zuvor schon bekannt war. Huh?
You too? Well, glad it's not just Paimon.
Nee. Über die höhere Herrin Ruka Devata nachdenken. Ich sehe viele leuchtende Punkte vor meinem inneren Auge. Ich müsste innehalten und sie sorgfältig analysieren, um herauszufinden, was sie sind. Ich spüre aber auch Liebe, Sehnsucht, Nostalgie, Traurigkeit, Unruhe und Ähnliches in mir aufkommen. Vermutlich sind das alles Gefühle, die die Menschen in Sumeru der Göttin gegenüber empfinden.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like the people of Sumeru really missed their Archon.
Ja.
Well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Guess our only choice now is to try meeting with the researcher that Tainari recommended. He's from Sumeru and even has a position in the Academia. Maybe he'll be able to access more info from the Akasha. Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not...
Nein, oh, sorry, Paimon, ich habe dich jetzt voll weggenietet.
Are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari?
Ja.
Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results,
du kriegst keinen Ärger, sorry. Da scheint es ein Missverständnis zu geben. Wir sind nicht hier, um über akademische Fragen zu diskutieren.
Here, this is a letter from Tainari.
Oh, let me see. Oh, ooh, what a relief. You two nearly scared the life out of me. So you two just have some questions for me?
Ja.
Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information.
Okay.
So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want
Du
to
brauchst
meet with
gar nicht so
Lesser Lord
hochnäsig
Kusanali.
gucken.
Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha.
Haben wir schon probiert. Brauchst du nicht.
Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
Ja, ach.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that? Paimon was sure you'd be able to access more info than we did.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the sanctuary of Sorasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a mysterious figure.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information in the Akasha.
Aw, but then what can we do?
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and see if anyone else has ideas.
Alles klar.
And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord Kusanali may not be a bad thing. In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari,
oh, okay. Ja, Tainari ist ja auch ultra schlau. Deswegen mag ich ihn so gern.
Okay. Thanks for your advice.
Ja, danke.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the Academia or relations between the 6 great sages, come find me.
Nee, das ist also dein Fachgebiet.
Hey, come on. This is a survival skill at the Academia.
Oh, Paimon's expectations were pretty low, but this is so low, it's like digging holes in the dirt. So what do we do now? Even if we want to talk to someone, we don't know anybody here.
Es könnte sein, dass wir doch jemanden kennen.
Huh? Like who?
Ad Astra Abyssog. Zu den Sternen und Abgründen.
Oh, you're right!
Catherine!
The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Catherine. Oh, das hat keiner gesehen, okay. Gehen wir noch zu Catherine und dann mache ich Feierabend, würde ich sagen, ne? Es ist jetzt schon fast eine Stunde, meine Lieben. Wir sprechen noch mit Catherine. Das hier nehmen wir natürlich auch noch mit. Und dann ist, denke ich mal, Schicht im Schacht für heute.
Ad Astra Abyssask. Hello, traveler in Paimon.
Hi.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait.
Hm? Ja. Oh ja. 10 Jahre später?
I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha.
Okay.
I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask now.
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Asfand, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar.
Vielen Dank, Catherine.
You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look forward to your exploits in Sumeru.
Okay.
Off to the Citadel of Rexar we go.
Ja, meine Liebe, das machen wir aber in der nächsten Aufnahme. Ich würde sagen, wir machen jetzt noch schnell die Errungenschaften. Und ich glaube, wir können einmal im normalen Banner ziehen und dann beenden wir die Aufnahme. Also, um das Antlitz des Himmels zu berühren, verwendet die Adeptenkraft, um sich vorübergehend der irdischen Fessel zu entledigen. Das ist in der, sagt schon, das Neujahrsevent, da habe ich das gemacht. Am Ende auch nur ein Stern. Lasse alle also Vorsicht walten. Stimme von Akasha. Lausche der Weisheit der Göttin. So, haben wir noch was? Da. Helle Höhle. In die Tiefe. Aktiviere alle Teleportationspunkte im Gebiet der großen Kluft und der Grube der großen Kluft. Yes. Oh, guck mal, es fehlt nur eine Truhe. Oh, dann muss ich aber nochmal zurück. So. Dann haben wir... Yeah! Geld bitte! Na gut. Bennett bitte! Habe ich sie schon? Ich glaube ja. Sieht so aus. Schade. Bennett wäre auch mal ganz nett. Also gut, meine Lieben. Dann danke ich wieder einmal fürs Zusehen und wir sehen uns im nächsten Part wieder. Und bis dahin, bye bye!